The unknown king's back, the unknown king's back, yeah, ORD's back, he's coming for the throne. The unknown king's back, the unknown king's back, you better eat back, he's blowing up your home. The unknown king's back, the unknown king's back, ain't gonna relax until he sticks a show. The unknown king's back, the unknown king's back, yeah, ORD's back, he's coming for the throne. Been a minute, better introduced to who the king is. He's someone so sadistic, you would have to be autistic to even think of what he's thinking. But the truth is I'm a beacon, giving hip-hop real meaning. You don't see what I am seeking, sure too busy with your freaking smoking where tools be meeting. You're puff in the corner, you don't deserve to go to court. You do deserve to get slaughtered, cut your body into quarters and dump it into water for all the shit.
Mic test 1 2, mic test 1 2. I'll be there in a sec.
Open secret. Used to say it's never too late, but it is for these regrets. Throwing salt in the wound, plus we'll deepen it. He's back. He's back. He's back. O-R-D. He's back. O-R-D. He's back. The unknown king's back. The unknown king's back. Yeah, ORD's back. He's coming for the throne. The unknown king's back. The unknown king's back. You better eat back. He's blowing up your home. The unknown king's back. The unknown king's back. Ain't gonna relax until he sticks a show. The unknown king's back. The unknown king's back. Yeah, ORD's back. He's coming for the throne. Fuck it. This reign of terror has to be disgusting. So when they look back on this era, they can't do nothing but discuss it. As my time is getting nearer, I can hear a dozen motherfuckers screaming, this is what you thought it wasn't. I'm dumbing down your budget, causing a drought in your wallet. Better up your pen game as you want money in your pocket. I should be better off sticking a fork up inside your socket. Was I'll be here popping a cork like I was Carlos back in Singapore. There's a reason I'm on form, not even the best. Yeah, I still upset those unable to possess the raw skill to fulfill the ability to cause real harm with words. You may be alarmed at first, but when I'm armed, it's impossible to say I can't. That's how you do it. He's back. He's back. He's back. He's back, the unknown king's back, the unknown king's back, yeah, ORD's back, he's coming for the throne. The unknown king's back, the unknown king's back, you better eat back, he's blowing up your home. The unknown king's back, the unknown king's back, ain't gonna relax until he sticks a show. The unknown king's back, the unknown king's back, yeah, ORD's back, he's coming for the throne. The unknown king's back, bitch.
Oh wait, did I have the microphone on that entire time? I'm a fucking pleb. Hi! Hope everyone's alright. Yeah. I'm just doing a very random stream. Just to kind of go through some vinyl records. I was originally gonna do an entire just like thing where I was just gonna like, go through my entire collection and just like pick out bits, because I'm actually considering selling some of my records, and I was like, you know what, why not do it on a live stream? But now I'm here, I'm like, I just want to sit down, I want to show you some of the records that I've got. Hopefully you can hear me alright, by the way. Do scream if I have fucked this up somehow. I'm just bringing up the stream on YouTube, then I can see all your wonderful comments about how much you love me in the channel. Where am I? View my channel. 10 people watching. Why? Why so many? Why so many people? Ollie, why don't you want to make me mod? Shake my head. Mate, you gotta earn it. You gotta earn it. You gotta pass like 20 different obstacles, and then maybe I'll make you a mod. I'm gonna be honest, I hate beggars. Gotta be honest. When I walk down the street, when I see them in my chat, hate beggars. Right, chat is on the screen now. How are we all doing? I was also gonna like go through my Discogs a little bit. I'll allow that, Kerbo. I'm not very loud. Is that just Molly? Oh, welcome, Molly. Is that just Molly who's having that issue, or do I actually sound quite quiet? Chat, let me know. The problem I've got, right, I'm going to show you. So there's my microphone, and there's where it's attached to on TV, because on my coffee table, I can't really attach it there. So that's the issue we are having. Yeah, this is the most scuffed setup I could probably be doing. I am fully aware. Hello. Ah, fuck. Then you just knock over the ring light. I'm not a professional streamer. I'm just chilling. Bing chilling. It's not bad for you, Kerbo. Molly, turn your volume up. Turn your volume up, you silly person. Right, who wants to see some records? Let's start out with an unboxing, and also not by doxing myself. Some of you might recognise this packaging. I am yet to look at it. Could they not make it any easier to open? Ta-da! We have Tyler, the Creator. Finally open this. I can listen to your stream and listen to Future at the same time. What Future song you're listening to? But there we go, Tyler the Creator. I really also want to be making, like, by the way, you guys should know by now, I'm like ADHD ridden when it comes to these streams. I am talking about one thing 1 minute, something else completely different the next. But there we have Tyler the Creator. Don't Tap the Glass. Honestly, I'm going to say it, probably one of my favourite albums of 2025. This is such a weird... brother, what is this? I don't like how that feels. Right, I'm going to take that out briefly. I mean, it is a perfect, like, variant, isn't it, for an album called Don't Tap the Glass. I do quite like it. It's a good level of transparency. Put that back in. That's a weird ass sleeve, this. It's like too plasticky. There we go, but then you have like the weird Tyler thing. How does this work? What? Okay. Why am I getting I'm getting static against my hairy arms. Why'd you just get Alright. Like, I get it, but I also don't like it. Yeah. Album's great, but this is a very weird way of going about, like, oppressing. Like, I'd seen the Tyler sort of comes out, but I didn't realize it was, like, a whole thing. Weird. How are we feeling about this as a vinyl? As a pressing? Because I'm feeling a strong to, like, 6 on this as a pressing. And I'm also very aware from watching whoever put it on their Instagram that this has, like, a couple samples missing. I don't think Busta Rhymes is on the first song, which is one of my favourite bits, and then also on Baby Don't Worry, or whichever song that one is, which is my favourite off the album. The sample just is missing from that too. So, test pressings, a little bit depressing, but Tyler the Creator finally added to the collection. Don't Tap the Glass. It's been sat here for ages, I just haven't opened it. Let me catch up on chat. Don't tell. Whoa, Jesus. Alien Master, the man with the rage baity opinions, is in the chat, everyone. He is landed. Curvo, no, you don't love AI. War album. What are you? Freema, what the fuck are you saying, bro? I'm currently listening to Surfing at Tsunami. Great song. Now South of France remix. Please don't put every song that you're listening to as it changes. Your smell of chicken poop. Brother, what? Shut up. Alien Master. Good luck for putting it back. Yeah, it's already folded on corners. Like, who designed that? Like, Yeah, the glass bit I really love and get, and also I get it's kind of like going for that like what is it, Jesus kind of effect with the whole CD thing, but great album still. But yeah, I do have Chromacopia in there somewhere. What other records have I got? Or is this just all my Eminem shit? This is a giant problem that I have when yeah, I did just throw the box. I've just seen the message. It took Alien Master exactly 1 minute to piss Ollie off. I just see his name. His name rage baits me. Blah, blah, blah. Good luck putting it back in. Put it in another sleeve. Shut up! Don't tell me what to do. Welcome, Governor. Not gonna lie, I would hang that image of Tyler on my wall. I don't want to know what else you'll do to it, Kerbo. Molly has retracted her message. I wish it was just... Yeah, a white background and that would have just been better, wouldn't it? Just kind of how they have it on streaming. Yeah, because you do have the sticker at the bottom. It's something, isn't it? Molly, you re-listened to Def Slim Shady after your video and now has split into 2 playlists, concept tracks and the others make it for a good look. Hang on. I'm probably being really slow right now, but how do you mean you split it into 2 playlists? You have the concept tracks. Oh, wait, I see what you're saying. So you basically split it, so then all the tracks that kind of go for like the whole storytelling, Slim Shady's come back, is in one playlist, and then all the others which are kind of like their own thing in the other. I see what you're saying. Fair enough. I'm glad it's made it a little bit better to listen to. Because I do actually like the Def Slim Shady, and I better, seeing as I have 5 of them. That was another thing that I was going to debate with you guys. Which do I get rid of the Def Slim Shady ones? Because I've got... I think when it comes to the Def Slim Shady, I would keep at least 3, because you have the 2 alternate covers, and then you've also just got like the regular cover. If I were to keep 1 of the regular covers, I think I'd keep my Spotify exclusive pressing. But otherwise, I don't think I need 3 of the same thing. If like they were all different in the gatefold, I would definitely keep all of them. But seeing as there's not that much difference, I'm really tempted to at least get rid of 2 of them. But I can't go through all the effort to just whip everything out of my words vinyl thing, the thing that stores the records. I currently hate my setup. I don't hate my setup, I really love this. I wish I could get some stuff on the wall, but obviously I'm in rented place, so I can't put stuff on the wall. But I also hate just like how I've got records fucking everywhere. Like I've got some there, and there are some actually behind me, and then there are currently these ones I'm going to go through with you in a minute. I really love your videos, bro. Keep up a good word. Jaleezy, thank you very much, my friend. I was too poor to pre-order. Don't tap the ass. Sorry, Kerbo, but get rich or die trying. You have 4 Tyler posters on your wall. What do you mean? What would I do? Okay, what would you do? Sorry, I mean, what have you done? Water break. Stay hydrated. I didn't even take a sip. Can I do a video where your personal favorite vinyls on what my personal favorite vinyls are? You know what? Yeah, I could, and I will. If I were to even, I can't even think of some off the top of my head. Genuinely, I don't think I could even pick a top 3 right now. Maybe Swimming by Mac Miller. That'll probably be one. This one right here. I do actually really like the Obi Trice record. I don't know if I'd put it in like my top tier favourites. That's the re-up. Trying to do all of this without moving and staying a lazy cunt, like, is impossible. There we go. There's Obi Trice. I really like this record. Interscope exclusive. IBC. Look at that one. Yeah, this would probably... This is arguably up there, because I really like the music, and also I think it's a great one to look through. There's Obi with Is this appropriate for YouTube? I don't care. I think my favorite thing about this is just the actual... I didn't know there was a print in this. We just discovered new stuff. Wow. Shows you how much I actually look in my records. For a second I was like, is that actually signed? No. But I think one of my favorite things about this pressing is, or just about like this entire thing, is like how they press the record to like be like the liquid in Cheers glass. Like, that's a really nice touch, and I love it when they pay attention to stuff like that and they don't just make it red or blue for no fucking reason. Alien Master, what are you saying now? Redacting your messages. It's not my fault no one loves you. I'm joking. I don't know why I just have this vendetta against Alien Master. I actually really appreciate him. But no, to answer your question, Jaleezy, I will think about that because I need some time to consider. But Obi Trice and swimming definitely will be considerations for that video. Otherwise, I mean, the Eminem show 20th anniversary is quite a good one. Yeah, I would really need to look through. I really would. Alien Master, sell 4 of them and buy a good condition D12 world or something for real. No, I'll just keep them all. And then also get D12 world. I was actually, the dude might be watching. I can't remember your name off the top of my head. Sorry, but one of you guys basically reached out to me on Instagram offering to let me buy D12 World. I didn't take it for whatever stupid reason. I think at the time I'd like pre-ordered like several albums already, and I was like, I can't justify another. And also the other thing that's weird about the whole Eminem thing and like collecting his records is just the fact that I don't want to just like do it all at once. And I think during that time I'd got like Bad Meets Evil and the Re-Up, which are 2 massive ones off the list. They're just adding a 3rd one. I just didn't want to do at the time either. So there's that. Yep, R.I.P. Mac Miller. See, like I think I've spoken about this in maybe like the past video or one of the recent ones. But like with Mac Miller, like I didn't discover his music until after he died. And it always kind of irks me, just more from a sense of like, I don't know how to put it. Like, not that I don't like his music, I absolutely love it, and I've got a lot of his discography in my collection. But I feel like I almost can't connect with it fully because I didn't like know about him before he died. I almost have like the same thing for Nipsey Hussle too, because I found his music after he passed away. And honestly, Victory Lap, one of my favorite albums of 2018, and I would generally put up there as like a must-have in a collection. And also the other thing with Mac Miller that I do have to say I love, not just swimming, but pretty much every record of his. Like if you're trying to get into like one artist collection or something, you're trying to find an artist you should collect music of and like build it in your vinyl collection, Mac Miller has some of the best like produced vinyl designs, records, pressings that you can find. Like if you haven't watched my last video for the haul I got in Brighton, actually I've got it here somewhere. Or am I lying? Where the fuck did it go? Mr. Miller. There you fucking are. I'm just gonna show you, it's easier. But like, I literally just went into Cult Records and these are some gorgeous coloured vinyl for My Divine Feminine. Like, really nice pressings, so I couldn't recommend them enough. Like, if you find any Mac Miller record, it's worth picking up, because you won't regret it. Put that back in. We still got the sticker. Yeah, I still have the sticker. Of course I've got the sticker. By the way, if I'm slow replying to you guys, I'm like trying to contain myself from thinking about like 20 different subjects at once, but I will get to you. Don't worry. Sorry, that's just what I do when I get overwhelmed. Do you sell vinyls? If yes, where and how? Because I want to sell some too. I haven't sold any records yet. I haven't actually really like sold anything online, to be honest. Like, for me, if I were to go and sell my records, I'd probably do it on eBay. I do have like some knowledge of how that works because my dad used to like sell his comic books on there quite often. So I kind of have some knowledge on how eBay works, and that'd probably be where I'd look to sell. And if you're trying to sell your stuff, probably the best place for you to look. Otherwise, go to your local record store and see if they'll take them in, and they might give you like credit or something for their store, but it might be worth it. Molly, I'm glad you brought that up actually. You've said, did you know... No, do I know when the Stand soundtrack is coming out? We're also getting unreleased songs. Sorry for the spelling, don't worry about spelling. We don't care about spelling here. It's all good. If you've heard the way I speak, I make basically sense zero. So in terms of the soundtrack, we're getting it on the 26th, which is not a Friday. Can someone correct me on that? Because that's not a Friday. I'm taking the 29th off, which is a Friday, and that's obviously like 3 days before. So what's that? Tuesday, Wednesday we're getting it, which is really weird. It's releasing the same time the film's releasing on Paramount Plus. I should have just really waited for that because I just spent like 20 quid on a ticket for the cinema just so I can make a video, which I only filmed today and not even a week. I didn't even do it the day after, mainly because I couldn't, but anyway. But on that, there was a recent rumor today that just came out that is apparently, in terms of the new songs we're getting on it, apparently there's two, and weirdly, it's a song with Proof and then also a song with D12, which I think those as features, it's not like I wouldn't ever expect Eminem to release anything like those two tracks, but they're kind of odd ones to be out there. And I also saw one of you guys on Discord, you basically said that apparently that was a fake. So I'm actually more inclined to say that is a fake, because they're basically like promos apparently going around in Germany, which I don't really get. So I don't think that's honestly the case, but I am excited to see whatever new tracks we get are. And yeah, also curious if any of you guys have seen Stands, your general thoughts on it, positive, negative, I don't mind. Video is recorded, I just need to edit it, but I'll probably do that tomorrow if I have time in between all my house chores. So we'll see. Hopefully I can get that out tomorrow night for you guys. Forever Story vinyl, almost shit. Forever Story. Oh, Uni, you've got... Is that how I say your name, by the way? Sorry if I mess it up. Honestly, if I ever mispronounce any of your guys' names, feel free to correct me. I honestly know how annoying it is for people to not say your name right, and I appreciate me being a dumbass may be annoying to you. So, my bad. I've also just lost the chat. No, that's the stream. That's the stream! I hope I'm not annoying my neighbours right now. I might need to shut the fuck up a bit. But no, Forever Story vinyl almost shipped. Cannot wait for you, my guy. It is a great one to have. Also, thoughts on the new JID album. Curious. Hello, Ollie. Question, Charlie. Hey, Charlie. Could do a video like underrated albums, All American Badass, Relapse, etc. Yeah, I could definitely do an underrated albums video, actually. See, the thing about All American Badass, right? I don't think it's an album where it is... Maybe it could be classed as underrated. I'm not sure. You guys give a bit of a verdict on that, but it's just one where it's an album I personally think should be mentioned more in like the greatest albums of all time sort of like conversation, at least in rap. Maybe I'm delusional on that, but I genuinely think it's that good of an album. But I'm not sure if it would work in an underrated, because anytime I hear people talk about that album, it's always positive. Favorite album of 2025, Aiden? Or not album, the vinyl I've got. To be fair, Freddie Gibbs one, that's a really good one. Like, obviously this is the alt cover too, and the pressings in it's really nice, and all the music's amazing on it too. So probably Alfredo's too, a very safe one for me to just pull out and just say. But there have been some other great ones. I mean, the Chronic 25th anniversary, that's like a really dope one, quite literally. Yeah, those are two of the standouts. Also, if you're curious what record is up there, we got Ultra 85. I was listening to that earlier after I had watched Spider-Man 2 and as I was playing Spider-Man, the first PS4 or PlayStation game they did. Sorry, I'm very slowly getting through the chat, so bear with me, people. But you're a fucking dick. I know how excited you are about Taylor Swift's The Life of a Showgirl, but I want to know what's your favourite non-rap album in my collection. Weekend does not count as non-rap, by the way. What do I have? I've got Michael Jackson Bad, but honestly, I need to fully listen through that album. Does Mark Morrison count? Because I've got him. What Is Love would definitely be in there as one of my favourite pressings, which is this one here. Can we count this one? Because if this one counts, then I'm saying this one. I have been thinking about that though. I need to get into some more like non-rap stuff, but honestly, it's just the thing I connect with the most. I mean, the closest thing I can probably say that I recently have gotten into that isn't technically rap is G-Funk via Nate Dogg. So I know you won't say that counts, but yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think what other albums I have. Amy Winehouse. Honestly, my music taste is hip hop, and that's pretty much it. It's hip hop and just random 80s stuff. That's my music taste. Molly, I remember after you got your CD copy of Obi's album, I had Shit Hits the Fan on loop for the rest of the day. Honestly, I fucking love this album. Like, it's genuinely a hidden gem of like the early 2000s that does not get enough like mention. Yeah, Shit Hits the Fan featuring Dre. What's the other one that I fucking love on this? Obviously Lady, but Got Some Teeth's great. Cheers, Average Man. Like, yeah, I think that side one is honestly so fucking dope. There's so much good shit on this, genuinely. Great project. This is Ewan. Why have you got a tick next to your name? Are you like, have you got subs? I'm going to your channel. What have you done? Why'd you just have a massive tick next to your name? Is that just to show you're verified? You're verified. Nice. Good for you. Do I still have that Angels and Airways record that you... yeah, I do have that. Somewhere. Where did I put it? It's around somewhere, and yeah, I probably would look to sell it at some point. Feel free to reach out to me on Instagram if you are interested on that one. But no, maybe. I would be. I have no use for it, so I'd rather it go to a home that actually wants it. It's not a competition. Mac is just the best white rapper. I mean, the best white rapper is a competition for real, Kerbo. No, Mac is GOAT. Oh, Guna is in the chat, aka Grumpy Monk. Welcome, my friend. How are you? Charlie, that's where I do agree with that. American is legendary. I'm also one of the Relapse stands. Appreciate you reading my comment. No, it's not a problem. I'm happy to answer everyone's comment. But no, Relapse. Please say, yeah, boy. Here we go. The one and only Relapse. Let's just all have a moment to just like have a Relapse appreciation. Everyone drop the pill emoji in the chat if you love Relapse. I'm trying to like, yeah. Genuinely one of my favourite Eminem albums. I don't know if I can say my favourite, but Definitely my most replayed album of them's. Like, genuinely love it so much. And that was actually another thing of the film that I didn't like. In Stands, they just kind of skip over Relapse. They just kind of like went, yeah, Eminem did some weird accent stuff on there. And that was it. It's banned on YouTube for showing Gatefold. Is that actually a thing, Alien Master, or are you actually having a joke? Because at the same time, probably wouldn't surprise me. I mean, it's fine. There's nothing major on here. There's nothing suggesting violence. Nah. Cover, can I be honest when it comes to The Weeknd? I will be fully transparent. I have not listened to enough of his projects, or... So for one, I haven't listened to Kissland at all yet, despite it being over there. I think that's just how I work with discographies when it comes to artists. I tend to listen to an artist or discover them, listen to one album throughout for quite a while, go to another one, and kind of go through cycles like that. With The Weeknd, I cannot rank his discography yet. I haven't really given him much of a chance. And also doing a whole quick ranking in the live stream is going to be pretty difficult. But I can rank the new trilogy at the very least. I'd probably say Dawn FM number 1, After Hours 2, Hurry Up Tomorrow 3. Not that they're bad. I genuinely feel like in terms of how I've enjoyed listening to all of them, that's how I would rank it. I think the thing that it doesn't irk me about Hurry Up Tomorrow, but it feels like if I'm ever going to listen to Hurry Up Tomorrow, I have to take like time out my day to sit down and listen to it, which is never a bad thing. I like when music does like kind of like grab you by the head and make you listen. So I do appreciate that with Hurry Up Tomorrow, but in terms of replayability, I just like I struggle a little bit due to the length of the album. So yeah, I think that's kind of how I would rank the trilogy. I hope that's a little bit of a what's the word? Whatever. But whilst I'm on The Weeknd, I did get these two arrive the other day. I only opened them today. I thought these were originally what I thought was in the package was the Juice WRLD 5th anniversary for Legends Never Die with the Zoe trope. I'm hoping that's still on the way and hasn't been delivered somewhere where it shouldn't have gone, but these are in the package instead. Got Thursday and Echoes of Silence, so I've completely butchered that around with which one I was on about. But got those two in the collection now. Didn't have them before. I did have, well, I do still have House of Balloons. I've got the like special 10th anniversary for that one, so wanted to get the original trilogy. Didn't bother with the original like House of Balloons because I've already got one version of it, but there you go. Donny! Who the fuck do you think you are, mate? Coming in here calling me a slag? How are you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Relapse is actually a favourite album of all time. Favourite song of all time. Favourite album cover. To be fair, the album cover for Relapse is really creative. I do love it. Also, what's your favourite song on there? What song on Relapse would you consider your best of all time? I'm just curious. I love you too, Donny. Can we get a heart in chat for Donny? I'm also going to very quickly, whilst we're doing this, I'm going to go on my Discogs and just start adding some of this shit. Because my Discogs is very unloved. Very, very unloved. Barcode. Yes. Added to the collection. There we go. A bit of Miller. Which one are you? Why are there two versions? Sorry, I'm just replying to a text. Add you to the collection. my knee. Oh, I'm sat on my knee. 3 a.m. or Stay Wide Awake, personally, Deja Vu. Honestly, Deja Vu is probably it. To me, Deja Vu is the most underrated song on Relapse. Like, I genuinely think that's better than Beautiful. Do I have Blonde? No. Honestly, Matt, Frank Ocean, I'm very weird because, as you can probably already tell, but I am weird in the sense of, like, I'm with it with, like, TV shows, but when people tell me all the time that you need to listen to this or you need to, like, watch this, like, TV show, I just don't get round to it. And with Frank Ocean, I've listened to, like, the odd song, like Nights, for example. I think Ellie, my partner, if you don't know, she listens to Nights quite often in her playlist, and it's a good song. But otherwise, it's a little... I just haven't got around to listening to any Frank Ocean album, is what I'm getting at. So no, I don't own him in the collection. Lambo, what the fuck, buddy? Sending me a tenner? You already paid for my fucking membership that no one should really pay for because, like, there's no real benefits with it. But thank you, brother. Really appreciate you. Thank you very much. Give me more. Joking. Don't. No. I love how that's your name. Just no. And your profile picture. That is dedication. No. Well done. What have you got to do to take me record shopping? Elite place in Dorchester. No, you're semi-local, mate. No, you're semi-local, mate. What do you mean? But what have you got to do? I honestly don't know, no. Obviously, I've got to be careful with, like, who... Like, you could just be, like, trying to get me in a van, being like, hey, I've got some records, get in the van. And I will. And then I'll suddenly have no kidneys. But, hey-ho. You recommend listening to Oliver Tree and Georgie? See, oh no, it's Georgie, isn't it? Georgie. Yeah, see, my knowledge of Georgie is Filthy Frank, which I feel like a lot of people will remember, but also a lot of you probably don't remember, which scares me. Like, I hate the fact I saw someone in here who had 11 after their name, which I'm assuming means they were born in 2011. Yeah, Fremmer 11. Like, I'm assuming that means you were born in 2011. That scares me, because what does that mean? You're like 14, 15, something like that? That terrifies me. I'm old man. I'm unk status now. You gave me a chance to pay you. I take it. Thank you, sir. Oh shit, forgot about your membership. How do I wish? Yeah, too bad. More money. Also, bro, you may really need to invest in a mic. Fuck off. I can't bring it any closer. But to be honest, yeah, mate, this is the same microphone I've been, like, speaking to you on PlayStation with for the past 10 years. So, yeah, it is definitely time for a reinvested mic. Although, I do have one. I do have this one here. This is what I use for my videos. Also, apologies in advance for anyone watching the video that I should get live tomorrow. I don't have this microphone on for it because Ellie has stolen her camera. Yeah, that's right. I do use my girlfriend's camera to film off. We have the exact same camera. Only difference is hers is the next model up, and the next model up actually has a microphone port, which is why I use that. So I've had to go back and use my one, which doesn't have a microphone thing. So it'll be a bit crappier quality for audio for next video. Pardon you guys. Not stalker her, but should check out Vinyl Van in Dorchester. No, that's Doncaster I'm thinking of. What is Vinyl Van? See, I do like getting recommendations of where to shop for records. It's interesting. But I don't The other thing, I just don't go out very much, so that's another issue. Thoughts on splatter records? I like splatter records. I think they're kind of cool. I prefer them from just random colours. Tiredness is hitting in now. It's 11 o'clock. Past my bedtime. One minute. Fuck off, Lambo. They're the same company, the exact same model, but mine's the Mark II model, hers is the Mark III model. So yeah, no, they're not exactly the same, but fuck you. What's my favourite splatter? I don't even know. I do have a couple favourites, but I just can't remember them right now. Can't remember. Let me just add these to the Discogs. Where is Discogs? Discogs! There we go, Thursday, yeah boy. See, I really, like, when I first listened to this, I only listened to this for the first time this year. When Dirty Diana came on, I was genuinely amazed by how much The Weeknd sounds like Michael Jackson. Genuinely insane. There we go, that's in Discogs. My Discogs is severely underappreciated at the moment. Alien Master, oh my god, £1. You know what? I'm not going to bully you for the rest of the day. So thank you very much for that. Appreciate that, my boy. I won't spend it all in one place. Don't you worry, sir. That is like the quarter over price of a pint. Actually, no. Not even a quarter. Like 2%. But thank you. I do appreciate that. I don't expect any of you guys to like send money my way, by the way. Probably that one. Long live ASAP Rocky. Added to the collection. I just read Kerbo's fucking chat to Donny. Thanks for selling me the other day, bro. To be fair, if you need a hookup, Donny's your man. One splatter record. Guys, I'm trying to keep up. I can't get this in. This is not new experience for me. Finally. People. How can I get you to rate my collection? Add me on Discogs and I can just like look for it. You missed me, you can't lie. Oh. I thought I missed the message, but I get what you're saying now. I have missed you, don't you worry, lad. Don't spend Please do a video rating viewers' collections. I love to show you how elite my collection is. Honestly, that would be a sick video. The only problem I've got with that is how... It's basically how people show me their entire collection without taking a year to go through it. Because for me to make the... What was it? For the 1K sub special, I did my entire vinyl collection, and that was like an hour 30, 40 minute video. So I can't really be doing that with all of you guys, can't lie, sorry. So I have to think about how I'd approach it. I think I have thought in the past, in terms of doing a video like that, I might look to do like, you know how it's like, who did it? Like Sidemen or KSI did it a lot of the time, I remember, where he did like one question go. I was thinking about doing something like that, but do like one vinyl go, and it's like you have to show me the best vinyl in your collection, and then I rate it like that, and then we have pick a winner at the end. Something along those lines would be cool. Barless Gaming. Have I said that right? Bardless. Sorry, also I've got hiccups, and if I keep doing like that perfect timing. It's because I ate a Domino's pizza earlier, and I'm lactose intolerant, so it's not a good idea. And for some reason, yeah, I don't fucking know. What is Vinyl Van? I need to look up what Vinyl Van is. What is this van of vinyling that we are talking about? Vinyl Van. Is it actual van, Dorchester? See, this strikes me as somewhere that Vinyl Hunters might have gone. But that was pretty cool. That actually was pretty sick, actually. Do they specialize in one sort of music, or is it kind of like all thing? Okay, you know what? That's actually a really sick looking shop. That gives me kind of like cult hero records sort of vibes. So I'm there for it. I would definitely have to go up and check them out someday. See, I really would love to just like kind of do like some videos. Like I really should have done it with Cult Hero, but because like last year when I went, I kind of forgot about it until when I re-messaged them this year. But they kind of reached out being like, or last year when I did my post originally, they were kind of like, let us know when you're next in. I kind of forgot to let them know. But I do kind of wish I could make a video where I sort of like, either say if it was with Cult Hero or whatever record store, I just sort of like go in and make a video with the owners or the people at the record store, or like chat to the staff a bit more in a video. I think that'd be really cool to do, and it would kind of be a nice like evolution of the content. But I feel bad just kind of like wandering in and being like, do you want to film a video? So if I did do something like that, I would definitely need to like reach out prior. But that looks like a really good store to do that kind of video with, to be honest. Who just followed me? Who's followed me on Instagram? Sam Ewan, welcome to my Instagram. Go check out Veggie Vinyl Guy on Insta, by the way, if you haven't followed me already. I want to get to 1k followers on there. I think that'd be cool. More content, or comments, not content, sorry. Is 7 minutes past 11. That would have gone towards 2 Freddos in the past. Shake my head. Bro, that would have gone for like 5 Freddos in the past. But we ain't in them days anymore. Have I... Sorry, 57 minutes since your anal Mr. I call T... What the fuck is that comment, Lambo? Dumbass. Have they started the gym? No, I'm a chubby fuck who wakes up at 6:30 in the morning, leaves the house at 7:30 in the morning, gets to work at 9 in the morning, then I leave work at 5, don't get home till 7, so then when I'm in at 7, I'm like, I can't be fucked. So, no, I haven't been to the gym to answer your question, but it is on my mind, but I just haven't, so that's my problem. If there's a giveaway, we need to make sure Alien Master can't compete. Yeah, he has got some like weird, insane luck in terms of the records he gets. The fact he got picked from my one video, which actually should have gone to Joe, in my opinion, because the more I look at it, the more his vinyl setup is much better than Alien Master's. Sorry, mate, but it's just the truth. I think it also just made it easier in terms of actually sending stuff, but hey ho. Also, I do just want to clarify, Monk, in terms of giveaways for future like community things, videos, I will always try to, but don't always expect it. That's the one thing I want to make clear to you guys. Fiddy! Welcome. Ow. Nope, to be honest with you, Donna Kebab. What? Charlie, what are you chatting, mate? Lots of great rap. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know they've got a good selection of rap records. I'll definitely have to go check out the Vinyl Van. Different styles, but loads of hip hop. Nice. Website is lackluster though, but they have some rap stuff in store. Ew, interesting. I'll have to take a gander. How far away would that be from me? Dorchester. I'm really let's wrap it up soon. Fucking hell, 2 hours 20. Ugh. 2 hours 20, but it might be worthwhile. Is there anything else worthwhile doing in Dorchester, or is it just dead? Am I dyslexic? Am I lexic dicks? How much is one? I'll take all your stock. How much is one what? See, this is the other problem I have with streaming. I say something like 2 minutes before, 2 minutes go by, I forget. As long as you don't have Donda Donda 2 or Cook, you're fine with me. Interesting. Tupac or Biggie? Ooh. Honestly, I'm just gonna say it. Tupac. Like, I can't lie. When it comes to Biggie and Tupac and that whole thing, ooh, I had to bite my tongue then. Yeah. In terms of out of the two, Tupac definitely. I listen to more of his music. Biggie, I don't always have the time for. Like, in terms of like being in the mood to listen to Biggie, I think you have to be in a particular mood. But Tupac, I've always got time for. So out of the two, not to disrespect Biggie at all, but Tupac definitely for me. Is Frank Ocean Endless Vinyl for $250 a steal? Record store near me has it for stock. I don't know if I should buy it or if it's just the same price. So in case it goes on eBay, Discogs. Make sure it's not a bootleg. Honestly, I'm not as tapped in when it comes to Frank Ocean and the vinyl value. So check it's not bootleg. Also, chat Alien Master, you might be good for this. But answering Christian S's question, will it get a repressing? Because he's obviously done 2 represses so far, but I don't know. Big fan of the channel, by the way. Thank you very much, Christian. I do appreciate that. It feels weird when people tell me that, but I do appreciate it. He's just jealous, Schooner Monk. Also, since then, I got better speakers. Cool. Yes, Ollie. Woo! By the way, the Donna thing I was on about, ever heard of a Donna kebab? Yes, I have heard of Donna kebab. Tupac was the right answer. Thank you, no. I'm glad I passed your test. I think no vinyl for $250 is a steal, to be honest. Does that just completely go against... I don't know what you're even saying, Kenny. What do you want to talk about? I don't know. I'm going to do more Discogs adding. We have the Gibbs Freddy man, Mr. Gibbs with the Alfredos 2. I was listening to that on my way to home today. I was going to say work, on my way to home. Yeah, on my way to home I was listening to this, and honestly, my drive back was fucking perfect. Listening to this, sun was out, no fuckers on the road, no twats on the road. Granted, when I got here, there was one bastard who kind of like came on my side of the road a bit too much. But otherwise, listening to this album with the sun out, with like the road just perfect, going 60, legal limit by the way. I want to make that very clear. Don't exceed the speed limit. But listening to that, going 60, sun is out, perfect vibes, immaculate. I didn't even add it to the Discogs. If you can't tell, by the way, I am home alone, which is why I'm kind of like doing a live stream. But I am just messaging the missus. I still didn't add it because I'm a dipshit. This is the other thing, right? That I've got to like just be honest with you lot with. Yes, I do love vinyl collecting and everything like that. However, I'm not the smartest or probably the best person to ask about records sometimes. Where are you? Add it to the collection. Wait, that's already going for like £100. As if I'm ever going to sell it. I do really need to sell some records in the collection though, because I am like, money is getting tight, and it doesn't help when I buy several records. I mean, I've got the 3 Lil Wayne ones on the way at some point, and then also Juice WRLD one, which I hope shows up at some point. I'm worried it's been delivered somewhere else. Because actually, no, which fucking record was it? Was it the Tyler one? Was it you, Tyler? No, it wasn't you. It was a different one. I'm trying to think what record it was. No, not you guys. Was it Scissor? Well, no, it wasn't Scissor. That went home. Westside Gun? Was it you? Wasn't you? Might have been Westside Gun. It might have been this one. I'm not sure if it was this one at all, but it might have been. But either way, basically, I had an incident 2 or 3 weeks ago where I'd basically been told in my emails that I had a record on the way and it was being delivered like on the day, and then comes to the day, 6 p.m. hits and it says your record's been delivered. I check outside, hasn't been delivered, and I'm a bit like, that's a bit odd. Maybe it went home to like my mum, because I still do get some of my records go to her house. And I kind of left it for the night and was like, whatever. Messed with my mum, nothing had arrived. So then I go on, I have to do this whole weird, like, because it was technically done through Amazon shipping, but it wasn't done through Amazon, if that makes any sense to you. Like, it wasn't like if you purchase something on Amazon, they'll give you like a tracking pin, you can see where it goes. It wasn't like that. It was almost like an external company had given it to an Amazon shipping thing, and they shipped it. Where I live is really complicated because we kind of live behind certain businesses, and it's a pretty hard like little spot to like find where we are, but for the most part, most of the like post people know where we are. But clearly this guy did not have a sodding clue where we were. He went to one of the businesses, they were closed, so he clearly went to the one next door, which was a pub. So I was then given this image that was just literally of his hand handing over the package of my record to someone, and then no fucking information on where it was. So then I just literally had to stare at this image and pick any fine detail of what was, like, where the location was. I saw there was like a beer pump thing, or like where you would pour a pint from, whatever you call those. And I was like, okay, so it must be a pub. Could be the other restaurant next to me because they've got that sort of thing going on. And then I just had to do this like mission of just like going to all the businesses who might have something like it and be like, do you have my package? And then I went to the pub finally, and I went up to the random woman and was like, she was like, oh, can I help you? And I was like, do you have my package? And then the random like manager clearly went, yes, we do, mate. And then just handed it over. So yeah, I got very lucky with that. But the thing that pissed me off the most about it, and I really should have complained to Amazon, is the fact that the delivery driver gave me no like description of where it was. If the photo wasn't there, and I hadn't done my detective Batman hat on, I would not have that record and I wouldn't know where it is. So yeah, that was that tangent. I hate delivery people sometimes when they do that sort of thing, but for the most part they're doing God's work and getting our records to us. So yeah. I've missed a couple messages. Favorite diss track ever? Top 3. Oh god. I mean, what the fuck is it called? My brain's gone blank. Yeah, it is Hit 'Em Up. Hit 'Em Up, I think, is like Hall of Fame diss track worthy. Honestly, because I kind of lived through it a bit more, I'm honestly going to say Kill Shot from Eminem to MGK. That's a standout for me. Anything else? I can't really think of any others. Obviously, we've had the recent like Joyner and Skepta thing, but honestly, I'm not even going to put either of them up as like top tier disses of all time. God, I can't even really remember. Like, I know you might expect me to put more Eminem up there, but honestly, he hasn't actually had that many in terms of like actually worthy opponents in the nicest way. I was gonna say the Warning was a good one. The Leak Suge Knight one, that one's a really good Eminem diss. I wish that actually got. I mean, I guess I don't wish that got released because that would have implied that Eminem would have died because that clearly was the purpose of that track. Trying to think of fucking Kendrick. Yeah, Euphoria. That's honestly in the top 3 conversation diss tracks of all time for me. I know Not Like Us was like the kind of like biggest track out of all of that, but Euphoria was my absolute favorite. So that's probably a quick top 3. Yeah, Hit 'Em Up, Kill Shot, Euphoria. There you go. Hey Ollie. Also, guys, thank you for actually replying to Christian about the vinyl because I'm not an expert on that one. Would I ever think again of 50 Cent albums? I know you have Rich, but what about Massacre or Curtis if you could? See, I mean, it wouldn't be. I mean, let's not jinx it, but I don't think it'll be too hard to get the 50 Cent ones. There's obviously not many. I guess you could probably throw in the best of 50 Cent 2 in there. But no, I would probably look to get 50. Kind of linked, I guess. The Game, I do want to get that. The documentary on vinyl, obviously 50 Cent was heavily involved in that. But I do think that is still a classic album that I would like to add to the collection at some point. But no. Sofa King, welcome. Dropping in the Alfredo 2 emojis. Top 5 rappers, fuck. See, I often think about this, who I would actually put on my Mount Rushmore or whatever. I wouldn't say this is set in stone at all. This is just off the top of my head. I will forget people. Obviously, Eminem, just because of how the channel is. See, it depends what angle you're coming at. In terms of rappers, because I try and think of it in 2 different ways. You either got like just rappers who are just lyrically diverse and just really just talented at rapping. If you're talking about that, probably Eminem, Busta Rhymes, Tech-9, Lil Wayne, probably more prime Lil Wayne. And I would also be tempted to throw Juice WRLD in there because of how talented he was at freestyling. Probably Pac as well in there. Actually, no, maybe I'll move Pac to the other side. I'm not sure. That would definitely be like the more sort of versatility, rhymey sort of guys I would kind of like say is like a top 5. In terms of actual just like more quality music, I would put like prime Eminem in there. Who else would I put? I always feel tested by these. God, you've really put me on the spot. Oh, let me have a gander at my Spotify just to see who I actually listen to, because I always forget. Ba-do-do-do. J. Cole. Yeah, J. Cole, Kendrick. Definitely probably my top 3. Tyler's good, but honestly, I don't think I could honestly put Tyler in a top 5 of mine. A lot of people will put Andre 3000. I would kind of like to include Outkast as like one entity, just because I feel like they bounce off each other so well, and I honestly love me some Outkast. Who else have we got? I think I would need to listen to more like Ghostface Killer to consider him. Lil Wayne, that would definitely be worthy considering. Joey Badass, really good, but I honestly don't think he's got enough going for him album-wise to consider. DMX is a goat. I'm just looking through who I've recently listened to at the moment on my playlist. It's just got a bunch of like random shit. Yeah, I think I've mentioned some like good people in there who I think are worth mentioning. Anyone else? Not. Oh yeah, fucking Nas. Yeah, put Nas in there. Whoever I just said then, some of my favourites. Let me know some of your guys' favourites. Is my Discogs public? Yes, I think so, Alien. I think if you go in, it won't be in this description because I haven't copied and pasted anything yet. But if you go in the description of like any of my other videos, you should find a link to my Discogs there that you can join and find me on. You can make a selection of quotes for sales, I'm pretty sure. Okay, that's interesting. I might have to look at it. Top 5 rappers. I also will say Alien Master. My Discogs hasn't fully updated. Like, obviously, I've done a couple of editions just in this thing, stream. However, I am definitely out of date in terms of, like, not updating it. Top 5 rappers are MF Doom, Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Royce, and Kanye. Interesting list. I rate it. And yes, you do always have to do all caps when it comes to MF Doom. Don't mess with it. Plum Duff. Hey, welcome, Plum Duff. How much of the Weeknd's discography have you listened to? So I've listened to, you know, let's just have a look through. The Weeknd. I hope you guys don't mind this. Like, this is literally just me just sat on the green beanbag just chatting with you lot. So I hope you are finding this live stream somewhat engaging. Appreciate it if you do. Right, so The Weeknd, in terms of everything I've listened to, so I've listened to the OG trilogy, Starboy, My Dear Melancholy, After Hours, Dawn FM, and Hurry Up Tomorrow. So I've listened to the majority of it. Kissland and Beauty Behind the Madness are the only 2 albums of his I haven't taken the time to go through and like really get to grips with. Whereas everything else, so particularly with the original trilogy, I've listened through all of them like once or twice. I just haven't like got familiar enough with it where I can be like, oh, this song on Echoes of Silence was amazing or anything like that, other than Dirty Diana. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with it. I just need to like get more familiarized with it. Favorite producer? That is a good question. Sorry, there was just a nice breeze coming in then. Favorite producers? See, I mean, recently this year, Alchemist has definitely gone up on the list. I know he's like renowned in terms of like everything he's done, but I've only really recently got a good appreciation for him. Kanye West, definitely up there as one of the best producers of all time. I wish he hadn't said any of the shit he had said, but yeah, so it just makes me feel awkward talking about Kanye at the moment because I'm just like, I really want to support him. I even have had urges to go and listen to his music, but I'm also just like, I just can't justify it. Like, I do feel bad for him in the sense of like, he's clearly got some issues that he needs to address and sort out, but at the same time, it doesn't excuse what he's been doing or saying, and you can let's try not to go into a massive like conversation about Kanye at the moment, or more Ye. But I think you can have your opinion, you can still listen to his music, but you can try to excuse everything he said, but at the end of the day, he has helped make people who have those actual thoughts and are not just like saying it to be controversial. He's made those people feel more comfortable in feeling those feelings that are wrong, and he's a more powerful of a voice than people probably give him credit for. And the fact he's said the shit he's said is quite sickening because of how what am I trying to say? Because of how much power it will give those people who feel that way. That's where I'll leave that conversation on. Yeah, it's just unfortunate. I do want to go back and listen to some of his music, I won't lie, but at the same time, I just can't excuse it. I'll probably, if I do want to listen to it on vinyl, so at least that way I'm not supporting his actual streams. I don't know. It's a shame, isn't it? But that's kind of a bit of a tangent from your favorite producers of all time question. Um, oh man. You know what? I know there is someone in my head who is like, there's, you know when you like know there's someone you want to say but you just can't remember who. That's what I've got going on right now. There's one producer. I mean, Dr. Dre, duh. But I can't think of anyone else right now. While someone produces, actually, I do want to shout out two guys. They're not like big producers or anything. They're literally just guys on YouTube who I found a couple of beats through. First guy is a guy called Dilly's Got It Bumpin'. Absolute great producer. He does a lot of like Drake, J. Cole, Kanye type beats. He's really talented as a producer, and he's someone who I'd love to work more with in terms of like making music with. So shout out to him. Another guy, Roma Beats. He does like kind of the sort of like old school Eminem and 50 Cent sort of type beats. Those are just two good random guys on YouTube who I've come across who I think are really great producers who you guys should check out, because they're both guys who I've used their beats to make songs out of, and genuinely are just like deserve some more credit. Have I listened to the new Chance album? I have. I need to re-go through it. It's like one of those where I sort of started listening to it, but then as it kind of, I was like also doing work at the same time, so didn't have like my full concentration on it. The one thing I will say is the intro on that album, absolutely love it. The sample, whilst it's been used in other stuff before, I think sounds so good and like is a new way to have done it. And also, Chance actually sounds really hungry on that song, and I absolutely rate it. Probably one of my favourite songs off the album, from what I've listened to so far. But I do need to go back and listen to it fully. Documentary is so good, you need that too. Yeah, same. I was looking it up, and it is actually unfortunately a bit more of a harder one to find. There is also like a variant. I think it's like a red glittery sort of record that they've done of it. Some anniversary edition, which is kind of cool, but we'll see. What I was saying. Seeing it live is crazy. Oh, you saw him, didn't you? What's the favourite poster I've got on my vinyl? That is a Rogue question, Kerbo. Hey, Alvinia, welcome. I think I might have butchered your name. Apologies if I did. Favourite poster I've got on the vinyl. There was one in, I want to say it was King Disease 2. It was one of the King's Diseases, but Nas had some good posters in there. Can't think of any others right now, so I'll say one of Nas King's Disease posters were good. He doesn't open his records, so he doesn't know. Fuck off, Alien Master. You're a dude. Ollie, would you ever get a... Monk, I will revoke your mod privileges if you ask another question like that again. I love how you say something stupid like that to do with Labubu's, and then you have to like give me a compliment just to make sure I don't ban you. So you play it well. But thank you. Yes, the shirt, Eminem, Slim Shady, fire. I think it was part of the like Halloween drop they did last year where the Relapse 15th anniversary came from. I think it was part of that package. Have I listened to Jim Legacy, best UK artist in your opinion? No, I haven't. I'll have to check him out. Can you give me a song of his that is worth checking? Alright, I'm gonna head out. Highly sleep deprived. No problems, Finny. Thank you for dropping by and saying hello. Hope you get a good sleep. What else have we got going on? That is you. I'm just gonna reply to Eloise. Let's add some more to the Discogs. We do have, I was going to say 50 Cent, I'm very tired. Dr. Dre we have. Let's add you. I might already have put this one in, I have a feeling, but I don't think I have. What do you fucking mean, mate? There you go. Yes, that is in my collection. We honestly, 2001, one of my favorite rap. Like, if I had to give people, like, someone listening to rap, one album to listen to get them into it, it probably would be 2001. I'll just tell them to skip pause with porno. Corno, sorry, don't ban me. There's not a barcode on you, I don't think. Great album. I need to find you. They're great. I'm sorry, I'm getting tired. Skip 2-year anniversary. I got very excited then because there's a random thing called Relapse 30-year anniversary, and I was like, what? But we're not quite there yet. Okay, I can't find that anywhere on here. Whatever. We do have the Bug Queen herself, SZA. The SOS Lana deluxe thing. Can someone explain to me why she did a deluxe version and not just release a new album? Because honestly, that does bug me, unironically. But hey ho. Barcode. Add you in. Boop, 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 boop. Top dog. Added to the collection. Oh, I really want to listen to this one. So I brought this after seeing Ray perform at Glastonbury because I thought her set was absolutely incredible. And then I saw she had this release as like a live performance thing, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a real good, like, what's the word? I really like listening to live albums on vinyl. It honestly feels like the place to kind of like listen to them. So I want to kind of like grow my like live album collection. And when I saw her perform at Glastonbury, I was like, I need to get some Ray. And then I saw she had done this one for her, my 21st Century Blues album. But this is obviously my 21st Century Symphony. So I really want to add that when I saw it. So I will be listening to that soon. Actually, that's probably a good one to mention for the question earlier about a record that's not just rap related. Ray. I did actually see her perform live actually as well when she was supporting Khalid back in 2019. I'm gonna guess. And then finally out the ones that I'll include from this is West Side Gun. I don't think I can actually add this one, but we'll have a look in a minute. West Side Gun 12. Honestly, I can say I've got West Side Gun in the collection, but I don't think I'm as bothered as I thought I would be when he first released this. I have not really gone back to it. I think my favourite thing about West Side Gun is he samples wrestling, and yeah. Let me catch up on chat, and then I might look at wrapping up. So if you want to keep me here for longer, ask more questions. Wondering if I listen to any other genres other than hip hop. Oh, I mean, that's quite funny. I didn't even see your message, sorry. Alvina, I'm sorry, I'm trying to like get name right, but yeah. Ray, I'm not fully into her music, but I am open to it, and I do like her, so yeah. In terms of other genres, I do have a soft spot for some rock music still from like my time of listening to it. Like, if I wanted to go back and listen to it, I would enjoy it, and I'd still be able to go with some of the songs I used to listen to back then, and like, you know, like how you listen to music and sing along with it. There would still be some from there that I'd be able to do. But I think the only time I could really say that I would listen to rock or metal anymore is if I was in the gym, which I haven't done for a little while, unfortunately. I really should sort that out. But no, a little bit of rock and metal if I were going to the gym. I don't mind, like, this isn't mine. Olivia Dean, my partner is really into Olivia Dean. We are seeing her in September, and she's really good. I just don't, it's not my cup of tea in terms of, like, I can appreciate she's a really good artist, don't get me wrong, and I can listen and enjoy her music, but it's just not something I'd choose to listen to, if that makes sense. Like, I do really need to branch out a little bit more, but yeah. Father Jim Lacey is a good start to get into his new album, Peak. I agree. Okay, I'll have a listen to Alien Master. 08 Wayne Rooney is probably Jim Legacy's best song. Interesting. Okay, I'll take those on board and go listen to them. Am I weird for collecting vinyl records and not having them? No, that's honestly, there is a statistic related to that, and it is actually quite a big number of people who do collect vinyl without having a record player. I mean, I wouldn't technically count myself, but for a good portion of between like 2021 to 20 until I basically got this one actually, which is literally December, I would honestly consider myself collecting vinyl records without having a record player. I did have one, but it was like the suitcase one, and because I knew they weren't good for playing on, I just wouldn't play my records ever. So honestly, a lot of people collect without actually having a vinyl player. So no, you're not weird. It's actually quite normal. They're just great to have. I just love having a piece of like physical media related to an artist I like and an album I like. So yeah, I think that's part of the joy of collecting vinyl records. But is there anything else? Fan funding. What the fuck? Oh, that's just the super chat stuff. I do appreciate that, Donnie and Alien Master, for donating. It is appreciated. I do want to get something done with memberships soon. Like, I feel bad if I were to like start properly doing memberships, because I don't think I've actually got anything to really offer. I've like put all my like old vlog content on there. But I would like to make something more out of memberships at some point. I wouldn't ask for what is currently being asked of like £4 something. I would look to like make it like a quid, and yeah, do whatever with it. Thank you very much. My vinyl collection is so good. Appreciate that. I tend to go for CDs more. Fair enough. No, I mean CDs is like, it's a good round to go for. I think. I mean, to be honest, CDs is probably the better thing to go for, particularly for the bank, because they're not as bad. I will say it does wind me up. If I was a CD collector, I'd be pretty pissed off because of say like the first test or the test pressing stuff. For some reason, they're applying that to CDs, which I don't understand, because you don't get a first pressing of a CD. You can just put everything on there in the first place. I think that sort of stuff's a bit annoying, but yeah, it's just a trend of the industry at the moment. Any last remaining questions or thoughts that anyone wants to throw in the chat, by the way, before I head off? I'll give you all like a minute to respond if so. It's been fun doing this, so I do genuinely appreciate you guys like jumping in and just like saying hello, asking a question or whatever it is. It's really nice. Like I remember back in, like, you'll see if you go on my like live stream feed of like the channel, you'll see that I used to live stream a lot, and I would just jump on, I'd just chat shit for a bit, and not many people would join. The odd person would jump in and say hello, but for the most part it was just me chatting to no one for most of it. So the fact that I can actually just jump into a stream that I haven't announced and then get a good few of you in here and just have some conversations is really, like, I'm grateful for it. So thank you guys very much for that. And yeah, just chatting shit about some vinyl records, showing you some updates to the collection. In terms of next video, if I can fit everything in tomorrow, in terms of I need to go out, do a food shop, need to then also tidy the house a bit, and then after that I can look at actually editing a video. Hopefully I can get something out and live tomorrow night, which will be the Stan's review basically of the actual movie, which will be an interesting video to do. But then after that, I honestly don't have anything really planned. So I'll probably use some of your ideas and suggestions for future videos. Test pressings of CDs when it takes like 20 seconds to load up, whereas you have to contact the pressing plant and prepare a mine to be shipped out. Yeah, exactly that, Alien Master. Buddy added like 2 vinyl to a collection and yapped about I didn't yap about Labubu's, that was someone else. Whoever brought it up, which I'm pretty sure was you, stupid head. That's what I'll say. Yeah. Something. I do want to do like more of these streams where I just like talk shit, add some records to the Discogs. I think we've added a good like 10 maybe. But I was really hoping to, and I do still kind of want to do one where I do just like go through the collection and just like pick out what I need to sell, what I want to keep, stuff like that, because I think it's really overdue and I need to honestly try and look after me money a bit. Just put it like that. But yeah, no. My voice is kind of going a little bit now. I'm going to head off. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll leave you all with the unreleased ORD track. And yeah, take care, and I'll see you later.
Guess who's back? The unknown king's back, the unknown king's back, yeah, ORD's back, he's coming for the throne. The unknown king's back, the unknown king's back, you better eat back, he's blowing up your home. The unknown king's back, the unknown king's back, ain't gonna relax until he sticks a show. The unknown king's back, the unknown king's back, yeah, ORD's back, he's coming for the throne. Being a minute better introduced to who the king is, he's someone so sadistic, you would have to be autistic to even think of what he's thinking. But the truth is I'm a beacon, giving hip-hop real meaning. You don't see what I am seeking, sure too busy with your freaking smoking where two wolves be meeting. You're puffing the corner, you don't deserve to go to court, you do deserve to get slaughtered. Cut your body into quarters and dump it into water for all the shit not only that you thought of, but for all the shit you did. You pretend you didn't commit, but at this point it's an open secret. Used to say it's never too late, but it is for these regrets. Throwing salt in the wound, plus we'll deepen it. He's back, he's back, he's back. He's back, he's back. The unknown king's back, the unknown king's back, yeah, ORD's back, he's coming for the throne. The unknown king's back, the unknown king's back, you better eat back, he's blowing up your home. The unknown king's back, the unknown king's back, ain't gonna relax until he sticks a show. The unknown king's back, the unknown king's back, yeah, ORD's back, he's coming for the throne. Fuck it, this reign of terror has to be disgusting, so when they look back on this era they can't do nothing but discuss it. As my time is getting nearer, I can hear a dozen motherfuckers screaming, this is what you thought it wasn't. I'm dumbing down your budget, causing a drought in your wallet. Better up your pen game if you want money in your pocket. I should be better off sticking a fork up inside your socket. Was I'll be here popping the cork like I was Carlos back in Singapore. There's a reason I'm on form, not even the best, yeah, I still upset those unable to possess the raw skill to fulfill the ability to cause real harm with words. You may be alarmed at first, but when I'm armed it's impossible to say I can't. That's how you do it. He's back, he's back, he's back. He's back, the unknown king's back, the unknown king's back, yeah, ORD's back, he's coming for the throne. The unknown king's back, the unknown king's back, you better eat back, he's blowing up your home. The unknown king's back, the unknown king's back, ain't gonna